Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we create visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for a personalized recommendation. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this residential patio little seating area. Let's go ahead and look at the overall seating. We have a covered section over here and a roof over here. This is just a walkway over here, so we're not going to heat up this space over here. There are a couple of doors, maybe one here and over here, that we don't have in place. But essentially, let's just look at the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions I have here of the opening inside dimensions of 13'2" by 12'4". So that would be from this edge to this edge and from this edge to this edge here. Now there is a eave over here, I'll call it, for the roof line. And there's going to be a little bit of a reason why we're not going to mount a heater over here on this side over here. At least my recommendations would be like that. So this is a covered section here with a lattice work, and we have a typical height over here. Let's go over here of 9'6" off the finished floor. So from here to the bottom edges of these cross beams over here, I have at 9'6" off the finished floor. A couple of windows you can see here, and the doorway over here. I'm not quite sure if this doorway swings out or in, but I think it'll be okay either way. Let's go ahead and look at the first option, and I'm going to take off the dimensions here, and also I'm going to show the option that I probably would not recommend, but just to show you why, we'll go ahead and put this on here. So if you were to mount a CD series, this is a CD 6024. It could actually be a C4024. So the CD 6024 is going to be the dual element CD dual, and that is two 3000 watt elements in here. You can see that the footprint of heat, however, when I point it straight to the ground, isn't completely heating up the whole entire couch over here, nor is it heating up the whole entire seating area over here. So if it's just one seating area that you're really interested in heating, let's say it's just the couch back here, then yes, this would be something that would work. You would just want to go ahead and move that, probably one space over. And then speaking of the space and distances, if we looked at the clearances above this CD model, you can see that we have 6 inches of clearance on either side. Let's go ahead and just look at the distances of the opening between these, I'll call them beams up here. So I have at 1 foot 10 inches, so there's plenty of room to mount the heater on to the lattice work on top, point the heater straight down to the finished floor, and then this would be a footprint of heat for this space specifically over here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and you can see that we would be covering that fairly decently. So that one unit would work just fine, and it would just heat up that one space. So and let's just look at the distance. So you can see the distance, we are carrying about an extra foot. So possibly a 6,000 watt unit would be too hot. You would want to have a control system or just use the 4,000 watt unit itself. So let's go ahead and turn this off and look at the second option, which I would highly recommend if you're looking to heat up the whole entire space. Now there's only one other issue that I really see here, but this would be utilizing 2 of the SlimLine 4,000 watt units, single element. They are a little bit lower profile in their configuration. If we just put this one back here on for a moment, you can see that the distances here are a little bit different. So it's a little bit less obtrusive maybe. But in any case, you can see the footprint. If I point it down here, we can get a good footprint here. And then if I placed one up here off of the side of the beam over here, the maximum tilt angle from out straight down is 45 degrees that you can actually tilt this unit. So that's the only kind of concern that I would have. Other than that, you could possibly do something like this, where you were Let me just go back here for one quick second here just to show you what the coverage here is. So you are getting coverage here on these chairs. However, it's just very you're throwing a lot of heat over into this area over here. And just another note, the clearances below the heater itself is 36 inches out. So if it was any closer than what I have it here at right now, then that might be a concern as well. Let's go ahead and look at that overall dimension that I have. Let's see if I can pop that on here. Yeah, let's see. And so what I have here is 5'2" inches. So if it's any closer than that, especially if it's say a foot or more closer, then that's definitely something you want to take a look at and make sure that we're meeting those clearances in front of the heater itself. Over here you can see that with the heater drop down, it's full bracket length, and I have these beams. Let's go ahead and measure those off here. So we have those at 6 inches. So at a 6-inch drop with a heater bracket is going to give you 6 inches of clearance above. So that should be no problem as well with the OEM brackets. So let's go ahead and take those measurements off here real quick. And let's see if I can do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and come up with just one additional idea. So if you were to replace maybe one of these elements here, one of these lattice pieces here, and extend it out maybe, let's just say 8 inches. That way, let's go with a 9. I'm going to go with 10 inches actually. That way you could take the heater itself, this one, and we will eliminate this one for a moment here. And we could take this heater, the same heater here, and we can move an additional unit outside of this space here and mount it. Let's see if I can get it right here. Mount it on something of that nature. And now you can take this and change the angle. Let me go ahead and do this here real quick. Make this a little bit different and take this and change now this angle to possibly a 10 degree or 15 degree tilt. Let's see if I can grab that here. And I'm going to go with just 10 degrees right off the bat here. See how that footprint of heat looks. And I think that would be a much better type of application. So, now we could take this here, move it so we have a similar one on this space over here. And now you have 2 places to actually mount the unit. So this would be a really, really perfect application here in my recommendations. All right, well, I hope this has helped. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers. We thank you so much. Have an excellent day.